Hello, hello, hello. It's Archer. I've been playing too much Fallout London. The British is wearing off. But yeah, there is a lot to talk about today. Right off the bat, it is the last day for birthday stuff. I'll get into that when we get into Save the World. But yeah, today's your last day. You get your birthday stuff. But let's go in the shop. Nothing crazy to write home about. The some of the Star Wars stuff, the AWR Trooper, which I don't know why they call. Well, I know why they called it the AWR Trooper. These things are called Death Troopers, not AWR Troopers. But I guess they didn't want them to be called Death in Fortnite. I don't know why, but that's what they are. Um, but yeah, Lando is here. He's my Lando is actually my favorite Star Wars character, so I could not help myself to buy him when he came to the shop. And Dagobah Luke is right here. So yeah, if you want Luke on Dagobah with just straight up Yoda as your back bling. You can get it right here. You can get Lando right here with the Vibro Axe and the Cloud City back bling, which is sick. I love this back bling. And right here, you can get C3PO from Return of the Jedi, and you can get an AT-AT or a Death Trooper or an AWR Trooper. But yeah, it's Summer Road Trip bundle here. It's just jam tracks, nothing crazy to write home about. I don't think no, neither of these cars are new because I've seen them before. Deadpool Wolverine. I've heard this movie is getting raving reviews, really good reviews. But yeah, that stuff's still here if you want that. Also, my dog just barked as loud as she possibly could. But yeah, this leaves on August 12th. So in 2 weeks, you got 2 weeks to get the Deadpool Wolverine stuff, and it'll probably come back a lot. But yeah, also the Ravenpool and Cuddlepool stuff, and then the rest of the rest of the Deadpool cosmetics from 4 years ago. Pirates of the Caribbean still here, Stranger Things still here, Avatar still here. This shop is just filled with collabs. The Futurama stuff, and then the tie-dye skins are back, and the which what is this set called? The Island Explorers bundle. The Red Reaver bundle right here. I think the pickaxe and the skin are the same price. That's really funny. What the but yeah, you can get the skin for 800 V-Bucks, which is crazy. The FNCF stuff is still here. Another car, another thing. Nothing new here, nothing crazy. But yeah, I'm just gonna scroll by fast because there's nothing crazy to write home about. But yeah, today is the second to last day in July. I cannot believe that it's already. But yeah, let's get into the stuff. Birthday. This is your last day for the birthday llamas. You can get the Sploder quest, the free one in the shop, and this quest right here will leave tomorrow. The whole event leaves tomorrow. You can leave your llamas unopened for however long you want. But yeah, if you want them in general, then this is your last day to do it. Also, today is your last day to get the Deciblaster, which I can't show because I did it myself. And today is the last day to get your weapon supercharger from the 160s. Also, the hit the road one, you just run hit the road once. No matter the power level, you get Deciblaster. It's a really fun weapon. But yeah, in the llama shop, I'm a little rushing because there's like 8 million missions I have to cover. But yeah, the super range llamas here. This is what's under the birthday llama. You could get something really good or you can get something really bad. These llamas are a little overpriced, but yeah, in the weekly stuff here, if you want all this, the 6 feet under purple one, not a great weapon and don't recommend it. And then the stuff here. Okay, now I need a drink because I am just talking so fast. I'm gonna pause the recording. Okay, I am back. Let's get into the missions. I'm not struggling to breathe. In the 160s today in Twine, we have 5x schematic XP and deliver the bomb. Terrible. Don't even run this. 5x schematic XP in the Cap 4. Terrible. Don't even run this. 5x Eye of the Storm in the evac. Terrible. Well, not terrible. It's just pointless to run this more than once or twice. It's not really a grind mission. 5x Storm Shard in the Ride the Lightning, pretty good, but again, it's the same situation as the evac. You don't run it that often because you don't need Storm Shard that much. And 5x Chromatic XP and the Repair the Shelter with a Legendary Survivor. Terrible reward, but really good alert reward. So yeah, Legendary Survivor here. Run this mission once today if you want a Legendary Survivor, but don't run it again because this 5x Schematic XP is terrible. If you had to grind at 160, I with a worthwhile reward, I'd recommend doing evac because you do use Eye of the Storm a bit more, but it's not anywhere near as like pure drops of rain is. But yeah, this is probably the one you want to run today. In the 140 repair the shelter right here, I didn't write this one down, but I didn't notice it. It is 2x epic perk up and 1x, well, 2x epic perk up, 2x legendary perk up. Pretty well rounded mission. So go run that if you want that, but it is not a 160, so it will not count towards your 160 quest. But for the real thing I wrote down, the 140 repair the shelter right here, vacuum 2x. It is pointless to use this season because almost all missions are fire. Very rare exception, like here being an ice storm. But yeah, this is a pretty decent weapon. I recommend getting a copy if you don't have it. In the 140 Ride the Lightning right here, we have a legendary ceiling gas trap. Pretty amazing trap. Outdated description. It is not affliction anymore. It does damage as they're walking under it. It doesn't deal damage after they walk under it anymore. That got changed a very long time ago. And the Master Driver, which is a meme weapon. You probably already have a million copies of that anyways. In the 124 van, right down here, we have another Legendary Survivor. There's a lot of these today, Legendary Survivor, so grab that if you want it. In the 124, Ride the Lightning in Twine. In the 124 evac right here, there's another Legendary Survivor, so grab that if you want it. So it's a 4-player evac with Death Bomb and Healing Death Burst and slowing attacks, so have fun with that one. Uh, in the 124, the 116 evac, there's a lot of evacs today. 116 evac, we have a legendary bazooka. Pretty good weapon. The trash cannon is a cheaper version of this weapon. Same damage, just cheaper to craft. So if you see a trash cannon or you have a trash cannon, you already basically have a better version of this. But yeah, bazooka right here. These things used to not show up in missions that often, but that's changed in the recent years. In the 108 van, down here we have Survivalist Jonesy. He is a overhyped hero. He works, he heals you, but it is nowhere near the other healing perks in the game. So yeah, he's there. I'm not gonna give him too much credit. He is a usable hero, but he is not that incredible in the grand scheme of healing items in this game. In the 100 resupply right here, we have another legendary survivor, so grab that if you want it. In the 103 atlas right here, we have a legendary ceiling electric field, which is one of the best traps in the game. Top 2 traps in the entire game, probably. Well, I won't say it's top 2 because that would be. I put wall darts above this and then put a drop traps at number 1 is the best trap in the game. That's my opinion. That's not Beast opinion. That's not like the standard opinion. That's Archer opinion. But yeah, in the 88 resupply, 88 refuel, actually, I wrote that down wrong in my notes. 88 refuel, there's a legendary wall dynamo and another master driver. The wall dynamo is a pretty good wall trap. It took a while to convince Beast that it's good, and he's been using it. So yeah, it is a pretty good weapon. I recommend getting it if you want it. And there's another free meme master driver right there. In Ventures, I cannot show all the Ventures because I don't play Ventures anymore, but I can show right here in the eliminate, the destroy the encampments here is a legendary Riptide, pretty decent SMG, but I can tell you that in the 124 retrieve the data, there's a legendary lightning pistol, which is a useless weapon right now because everything's fire, but it is a pretty decent weapon. It's an ammo eating weapon, that's for sure. In the 108 eliminating collector is a deadly blade crash, which is a pretty decent ninja. I'm going to try to find her as fast as I can. She just makes your melee hits snare and deal affliction damage. She is a really, really, really good hero in the 108 eliminate and collect adventures. In the 58 van, 58 ride the lightning, I call it van, it's RTL or whatever, that's ride the lightning. There's a legendary wall dynamo again, if you want that, if you don't want to do it with one and twine. And yeah, in Canny, Canny, up here in the 72 Atlas, there's a legendary ceiling ghost trap. Again, one of the best traps in the game. Well, one of the better traps in the game. It used to be one of the best traps in the game, and then they nerfed it because it was really powerful. And then a legendary wall spike, which is a pretty good weapon, which is a pretty good trap for keeping your walls alive because you can give it the extra perk at the bottom to heal your walls or give your walls extra health. That's the main reason people use these things, is not for damage, but for that. So yeah, in the 64 Repair the shelter down here. There's a legendary Haywire Storm, which is a kind of mediocre pistol, but there's a legendary Thrasher, which is the highest DPS Thrasher, well, highest DPS SMG in the entire game. Obtainable one. The quick shot is still the best SMG in the game, but that is a founder's weapon, and you can't get that without someone giving it to you. Yeah, so Thrasher, what the highest DPS obtainable SMG in the entire game. In the 64 1 Atlas right here, we have a legendary Viper. Again, a pretty decent SMG. I recommend trying this one out if you don't have it. Is a pretty decent SMG. And the Vindertech Sever, which is a kind of mediocre melee weapon. In the 64 3 Atlas right here, we have a legendary Monsoon, which is an ammo eating machine, but it does a lot. It's like a pocket minigun, basically. It does a lot of damage with the right loadout, but it just chews through mini ammo. And in the 58 3 Atlas down here, we have a legendary anti-air trap. And yeah, it just deals with lobbers. It deals with lobbers throwing. Flingers, not so much, because flingers throw actual enemies that have a lot of health, and the anti-air does not do enough damage to break them, well, to kill them. But yeah, that is it for missions today. Reminder, today is the last day for the birthday quests. All the birthday stuff leaves tomorrow, including the free one in the shop, the Exploder quest, and this quest right here. You don't have to open the llamas. You can just keep them unopened. The only llama you have to open is the free one in the shop. And also that there is the Deciblaster. That leaves tomorrow. All you have to do is complete Ventures once. Well, not Ventures. Hit the road once, and you'll get it, no matter the power level. And the weekly challenges reminder that it is a weapon supercharger that leaves tomorrow. So yeah, get your birthday llamas. Don't miss out on these things.